the last cup of coffee. It was 6:30 in the morning when the silence in the house became louder than the ticking clock on the wall. The same house that once echoed with laughter, whispers, and dreams now stood heavy with unspoken words. Amelia sat by the kitchen counter, hands wrapped around a warm cup of coffee. Across from her, Daniel stood by the window, staring at nothing or maybe everything. For years, this moment had been coming. They both knew it, but neither had the courage to be the first to say the words that would break everything they'd built. They met 15 years ago, in a bookstore on a rainy afternoon. She was looking for poetry. He was lost between shelves of history. They talked for hours that day about books, about love, about dreams of traveling the world together. And when he walked her home, he promised her one thing. Whatever happens, I'll never let us fall apart. Funny how life makes liars out of people with the best intentions. Amelia took a sip of her coffee, trying to hide the tremble in her hands. She looked up at him and asked softly, "When did we stop trying, Daniel?" He didn't answer. He didn't have to. The answer was in every missed goodnight kiss, in every argument left hanging, in every morning spent scrolling through phones instead of holding hands. Marriage isn't broken in a single day. Cracks slowly like glass under pressure. And by the time you realize it, the pieces are too many to fit back together. They tried counseling. They tried vacations. They even tried silence, thinking maybe if they stopped talking, they'd stop fighting. But silence has its own way of shouting the truth. And the truth was simple. Love wasn't enough anymore. He picked up the suitcase that had been waiting by the door for days. No tears, no screaming, just two tired souls finally accepting what their hearts already knew. She walked him to the door not as a wife, but as someone saying goodbye to the only version of herself she'd ever known. "Take care of yourself," she whispered. "You too," he replied. And just like that, the chapter closed. Quietly, painfully, completely. Months later, Amelia would still wake up and make 2 cups of coffee. Old habits die hard. But with time, she'd start to smile again. She'd paint her walls a new color. She'd take herself to the movies. She'd learn that endings aren't failures. They're just another word for beginnings. And maybe one morning, years from now, she'll sit at that same kitchen counter, the sunlight dancing across her face, and finally realize that the hardest part of letting go wasn't losing him, it was finding herself again.